All right, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Science Fiction Art and Life. My name is Adewale Wiku Jr. Please review us. Rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. Today, I'm going to talk about the golden age of animation. I love cartoons. I've talked about it previously, like concept cartoons, but now I'm going to talk about the golden age of animation. From 1980s to about 2000, I mean, it was just some spectacular cartoons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to categorize it. We're going to do the 80s, we're going to do the 90s, and we're going to do the 2000s. And then also two future cartoons that I think are going to be awesome. But looking at my jacket, I know y'all are wondering, what is this? This is a platinum bomber jacket right here. It's marble velvet. As you can see, it's got that little shine to it. Of course, you can see it's got the classic Karjakz on one side and the classic assassin on the other side. You can get yours today at sciencefictionshop.com. I don't want y'all to forget, we got Black Friday sale coming up this week, next week, from the 24th of November through the 28th of November. It's going to be 15% off all orders. We rarely have sales on our website on our products because everything is custom designed, but you can get something on sale from the 24th through the 28th of November, 15% off all orders. So y'all check that out. So now let's get the party started, right? So as I said today, the golden age of animation. I mean, there's so many cartoons that were off the chain. First one in my hand, and I couldn't help myself, Thundercats. I actually have the Thundercat sword made out of wood. I might have to do a show about Thundercats and the wood and the Thunder Tank. I made that too. I mean, one of the greatest things ever is this cartoon was just, man. I mean, it was I guess in a way it's 5 seasons, but I guess with the DVD set that I got, it was 2 seasons. But the concept of it, right? Because today I'm going to talk about the ideas, the concepts, and the creation. I mean, I think it's Rankin is the creator, I believe. I'm trying to look at this, but when they created this cartoon, it was nothing like I'd ever seen before. I was like, this is so sick. I mean, and it's based on animals, of course, lion, tiger, panther, cheetah, and then, of course, kittens and jaguar, of course, which is a jaguar. I mean, it was just crazy. You got lion, panther, tiger, chitara, wily cat, jaguar. And then, of course, and then the additional Thundercats that came on, Pumara, Bengali, and Lynxo, right? And then also you got Snarfer, of course, he counts. And then you got the villains, Mamra, Slive, Monkeyan, Jackalman, who else am I leaving out right here? Voltron. You know, I mean, this cartoon was just beyond its time. I mean, if you look at it, right? Check this out. I mean, this is the DVD. I've got the whole DVD set. So, of course, you got multiple episodes. You got Panther on that cover, Wily Cat on that cover. You got Lionel himself on that cover, Lionel and Chitara. I mean, this cartoon was groundbreaking. I mean, the vehicles, the Thunder Tank, of course, I've stated before, when I get my money, I am getting the Thunder Tank. I'm not playing no games, y'all. I mean, this cartoon was just so incredible. And I guess when they try to remake it in the 2010s, I wasn't too much digging that. It was not what this was, because this was a cult classic. I mean, I've seen many people at conventions holding the Thundercat sword. The one thing I have not seen is the claw shield. Now, that's what I'm talking about right there. But, you know, for me, I have to get the Thunder Tank. I mean, that vehicle is just off the chain. It inspired what many of my vehicles are my creation, Karjakz Assassins. As you can see, I got the beanie on right here. It's a classic. Get yours today at sciencefictionshop.com. It's just one incredible cartoon. It's just, I don't know, it's just an incredible cartoon. So, Thundercat, y'all. Let's talk about some more 80s cartoons, right? We've got Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Now, Voltron is funny because there was Voltron and then there was Mobile Voltron, right? So, I remember getting this DVD. I think I bought it at Walmart, man. I don't know. I was digging through a bunch of DVDs on sale. I was like, Voltron? Are you kidding me? Mobile Voltron? You know I got to get this, man. So, you know, you got Keith, Peach, the Princess, Herc. I mean, it's just, man, I love me some Voltron, y'all. I mean, the 80s would have not been nothing without this. And this Voltron cartoon spawned so many things. Power Rangers, G-Force, anything that had to do with 5 things coming together, you can thank Voltron. I mean, Voltron was incredible. I don't know, it's just one of those cartoons, man, till today, I can still watch it and still get excited about it. And yes, Netflix had that special they had with the Voltron. I think it was 2 seasons or 3. That was great too, but it's just, there's nothing like a cult classic. This thing right here is like, it's like watching Star Wars, man. This was just an incredible cartoon. Another cartoon, Transformers. Yes, that's right. I went VHS on y'all. You can see it's VHS tape. You know what I'm saying? This was a movie special, Transformers, the old school Transformers with Peter Weller as as the voice of Optimus Prime. I mean, let's check it out, y'all. Look at that. Optimus and Megatron doing battle. And this one right here, this DVD set I got right here, this VHS tape, excuse me, was the one where Megatron dies and then it becomes Galvatron. That was something I was looking forward to in the movies, and they did it. But I guess because the color schemes didn't match the cartoon, it kind of threw me off. I mean, nevertheless, though, Transformers, man, Optimus Prime, Ironhide, Jazz, oh my God. My brain is just going low right now. The Decepticons, Megatron, Starscream, Night Train, and of course you got Unicron, of course. I mean, just this was one of the most awesome cartoons. And of course, they had different variations. Beast Wars in the 90s. And then they've had Transformers Prime in the 2000s, 2010s. That was another good episode of Transformers. I think we've got another Transformers out right now on Netflix. Cybertron, Transformers Cybertron. Hey, y'all, if you haven't seen that, that's a very, very good series going on right there on Netflix. So Transformers, you know what I'm saying? 1980, this Travel Through Time. Another one, Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. I know some of you are like, what? Jace and the Wheeled Warriors? That's right. This cartoon was so sick. I mean, you talk about Jace, Flora, Audric, Herc the Sailor. I mean, fighting the monster mines, and he has to look for his father. I mean, this cartoon has so many cool vehicles. You got Armed Force, his vehicle, for Jason's vehicle, Spike Trike, Drill Sergeant, Quick Draw, and then you had the mobile battle base. I mean, this cartoon was sick, man. One season, 65 episodes. You can definitely find this on YouTube. If you don't have, but if you want the DVD, go ahead and visit Amazon.com, yo. That's why I got mine. I mean, this cartoon was off the chain. Another great cartoon, Masked Crusaders, working all the time, fighting crime. You know what I'm saying? So, Mask, Mobile Armored Strike Command. That's what it stands for. MASK stands for Mobile Armored Strike Command. This is one of the great cartoons of the 1980s. I believe it was one season, 65 episodes, but back then everything was 65 episodes. I mean, it was ridiculous the amount of work people were doing. These guys were putting in work. This cartoon was great because they had Matt Tracker, who was the leader of Mask, and he had this cool Corvette, and it could transform like you just can see on the DVD cover right there. And I got this too on Amazon.com. This is like a special right here. And I remember watching this cartoon. You had Rhino, and he would call depending on the mission, he would have to have different operatives for the mission. So he might sometimes call Firecracker, he might sometimes call Condor, Rhino, and Rhino was the truck guy. Firecracker was the guy who drove the Jeep. He was a brother. It was good to have a brother on the show. He was a tactical strategist too, so that was what made him great. He had and he was a teacher. During his day job he was a teacher, but he was Firecracker, the tactical strategist. Then you have Gator, who was the co-pilot of Firecracker. You had and then on the other side, Venom. They were the villains, man. These guys were ruthless, led by Mayhem, who had this cool ass chopper that could turn into an F-22. I mean, it was just sick, y'all. Like a different type of F-22. Or I don't know, chopper jet. I don't even know what to call that thing, but it was sick, man. You can see right there in the cover in the corner right there. That's Venom's Mayhem's vehicle right there. This is Matt Tracker's vehicle right here. As you can see, the Corvette flying in the air. And this the whole team right here. I mean, Gloria. She was the black belt lady, man. She could kick butt, man. I mean, this cartoon was so beyond its time. I still watch. Like I said, I have the DVD set. I still watch it. I can't get enough of this. This is just one of the sickest ever, man. And then you've got Defenders of the Earth. Defenders, out of the sky is rockets at night. Jets into battle light. Y'all see me singing the theme song. That's how you know how much I love this cartoon. You have Flash Gordon, Phantom, Lothar, Mandrick, They Kids, LJ, Jeddah, Richard, I believe is his name. Rick, excuse me, Rick, and then Kashin, of course, who was adopted by Mandrick on the last episode. I mean, and then the villains, the arch nemesis, Ming the Merciless, man. This guy was ruthless, man. I mean, sometimes I be thinking about all these 80s villains, and they were some evil individuals, man. They should bring them all together, like Ming, Mambra, all these cats need to come together, man, But, this was one of the sickest cartoons. I have the whole volume set. I have the whole collection, the whole series. This is volume 1, because I have to have sample for y'all, but I've got volume 2 as well. So I've got all the episodes, Defenders of the Earth. And if you don't have this, you can definitely get this on Amazon.com. I remember my family, they bought this for me. This and Thundercats. They know me and cartoons. My family decided, you know what? What cartoon set does it need to have? Oh, let's get them Defenders of the Earth. And Thundercats too. So, Defenders of the Earth, y'all, man, they had the cool jets, Monitor, the command center. They had these sword ships. I mean, it was just sick, man. I'm like, this cartoon is ferocious. And if you've never seen it, Amazon, excuse me, youtube.com. YouTube it, man. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Another great 80s cartoon, Brave Star, Marshall Brave Star with 3030 JB, you know what I'm saying? And then the Shaman and Scuzz. I mean, it's just one hell of a cartoon. Eyes of the Hawk, Ears of the Wolf, Strength of the Bear, Speed of the Puma. I mean, this man had 4 different type of powers. Plus, he's a marshal, and it was in New Texas in like the future, and it was like a floating planet. I mean, it was just some of the sickest animation, man. I mean, and facing against Tex X, you know, I mean, it was just, man, Brave Star was just, oh my God. And I got the whole DVD set there too. I know where y'all want to drive. Yes, I got the whole thing. Every single episode, you know. I mean, it was just, back in the day, man, they had a ridiculous amount of DVD sets. I mean, everything was like 70 episodes and 65. I'm like, the amount of work, as y'all can see, we got the double disc going on right here. Look at this. See? Y'all thought I was playing, right? Look at my thing coming apart. Y'all thought I was playing. I ain't playing. Look at this. Double disc, man. I got 4 discs here. And this is ridiculous, right? Volume 1, y'all. Look at this. Man. You know what I'm saying? So, to get this, y'all got to definitely visit Amazon.com. That's the only place I know you can find any of this. That's where I get everything anyway. I love me some old school cartoons, y'all. And another old school. This is really, really old school. This is all I can find. Watchmen. Now, this is some real old school stuff. Now, this is a motion comic. Literally, I can actually watch a comic on DVD, but it looks like a cartoon. It was really, Watchmen spawned a lot of stuff. It was a great series. I think it was made in the it might be the late 80s or early 80s. I'm not too sure. I didn't know much about Watchmen, but I remember somebody giving this to me as a gift. They're like, do you know anything about Watchmen? I was like, what is Watchmen? I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And the movie wasn't as good as the comic book. I know a lot of people watched the movie, but I didn't think the movie was as good as the comic book. This comic was one of the greatest comics ever. And if you don't have it, you should get it. You should read it. You might be able to find it on Amazon.com. But this Watchmen right here, I can watch it on DVD. I mean, this is one of the sickest, especially for old school stuff. Oh, this is sick. This will give you nothing but ideas, man, you know. And then there's more ideas, more 80s stuff, y'all. I've got Turtles. Of course, can't forget them. Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm trying to think what else is here that was 80s, man. No, that's 90s. I'm going to get to the 90s, y'all. So, you know, the 80s was full of great stuff. I mean, the Turtles was incredible. I mean, think about Turtles, man. 10 great seasons. As you so y'all can get a good look. And this is a poster, y'all. But, you know, the animated series, I'm going to buy it on DVD, y'all. You can get it on Amazon.com if you're looking for it. It's one of those deals that you can find on Amazon.com, y'all. So, you know, that's what's up with that right there. Now, we're going to move on to the 90s. Because the 80s spawned, I really feel like the 80s gave birth to the 90s in terms of great ideas. And then the drawing schematics started changing, more detail. We're talking about stuff like Gundam Wing, Ronin Warriors, Teknoman, which I'm going to show y'all. Let's start off with Gargoyles. If you've never watched this, you are making one big mistake. It's like almost like a sin, y'all. Gargoyles is one of the greatest cartoons ever. So this right here is a DVD set. I got a 2-disc DVD set. This is season 1, but it went for 3 seasons, 3 fantastic seasons. The first 2, and then the third one was called the Goliath Chronicles. One of the things I loved about the storyline was it was almost like they were trying to fight prejudice but save the city at the same time. So you can imagine being in the heart of New York City, Manhattan, looking at the skyline, and every night you'd come out trying to save the same human beings that are trying to throw you in jail. It was crazy. Gargoyles is one of the greatest cartoons ever, man. I mean, Goliath was voiced by Keith David. You had Goliath, Bronx, Hudson, Brooklyn, Lexington, Broadway, and of course Elisa Maza, who was the detective. She was so awesome. Then you of course had Xanatos. First 2 seasons he's just a ruthless villain, but then in the 3rd season he becomes an ally. And then they face different people. I believe they're called the henchmen in 3rd season. And then you had different villains. You had Zavarius, Antoine Zavarius. I mean, it's just, and then I think one of my favorite things about this cartoon was season 2 when they went on the Avalon quest. It was just like an incredible 20 episode deal. Went to different parts of the world. Went to Nigeria. That was awesome. You know, I'm Nigerian, so you know, most definitely. They went to Asia. They went to Japan. I mean, I love this cartoon, and the detail in this cartoon was incredible. Like, because it was a Disney cartoon. And I never seen a Disney cartoon like that before, because you're usually used to seeing Mickey Mouse stuff and Donald Duck and all that stuff. But when Gargoyles came out, oh, that was a game changer right there, y'all. So Gargoyles was off the chain. There ain't no doubt about that. This was one of the sickest ever, man. So now, on to our next one. X-Men. Oh my God. This was probably the king of cartoons in the 90s. I mean, nothing was more on fire than X-Men from 1992 about 1997. 5 great seasons. No, 4 great seasons, and the 5th one was like, sketchy. It was just an incredible storyline. Mutants fighting against to defend humans as always. But then they have to deal with their own issues. Seeing mutancy as something that's bad. Just like, it was just the concept of this, man. This is the season 1 DVD selection. I got the special one. I had to get this. I couldn't help myself. I went to Amazon.com and get it. I was like, if I'm gonna get X-Men, I got to get the first season. I mean, it's just an incredible DVD selection. Actually, yeah, this is because it's got 16 episodes on this bad boy right here. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a limited edition deal right here. This collector's item, as you can see on top. You had Wolverine, Gambit, Storm, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Rogue, Beast, Professor X, Jubilee, and going against different villains. Magneto technically wasn't a villain, but it kind of comes off as a villain. Sabretooth, Mystique, Apocalypse, of course. And then various different Mr. Sinister. And then this led to the comic books and then the movies that you saw in the 2000s up until the 2010s or whatever, 2020s. I didn't think the movies did the cartoon justice. I said that on previous times, but I always feel like this cartoon is one of the greatest ever. And the movies didn't really. I feel like Logan and X-Men First Class were probably the best X-Men movies. All the other ones, I'm just like, I don't think so. You know, this was one of the greatest ever. X-Men, oh my God, just incredible. And my favorite Avenger, Iron Man. Dun, 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 dun. I remember first seeing this, man, he busted out the briefcase. I was like, and yes, I went old school on y'all. The VHS tape. You know I ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? I got this on, I think I bought this at Walmart. I must have bought it at Walmart. I was like, what is an Iron Man VHS tape doing at Walmart? I was like, oh, I'm buying this. This is getting bought. You know, I mean, Iron Man is my favorite Avenger. I love the whole armor concept. He actually helped me create one of my characters from the Karjakz Assassin universe. I just loved Iron Man, who bust out the briefcase and put it on. So when the movie came out, oh, I lost my mind. Till today, I still feel like this Iron Man movie 1 is the greatest superhero transformation sequence ever. Nothing can touch it. The only second one best still right now is Teknoman. And of course, wait till the Karjakz Assassin transformation thing comes out. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be on fire. But Iron Man was sick, man. It was 2 seasons, 13 episodes each season. Season 1, I felt like was better than season 2. This is a special right here. This is the origin of Iron Man. Tells how I became Iron Man. This is just a special that I got. I thought it was important to have the storyline. And like I said, this is one of the best cartoons ever in the 90s. And it was like there was a Marvel Action Hour, right? Because I remember Stan Lee used to come out and say, today we're going to talk about Iron Man and Fantastic Four. And I think Spider-Man wasn't part of the Action Hour. And then, of course, you had a Hulk, too. I mean, it was just sick, man. I mean, this cartoon was, oh, my God, was sick. And this cartoon, in a way, helped me to fall in love with all the other Marvel characters. Like I said, Fantastic Four, Hulk had a cartoon series. Spider-Man had one on Fox. That was what the channel was at that time, Fox. I mean, it was just, man, oh, my God, this cartoon was so off the chain. Iron Man, I mean, this is sick, man. I can't believe I have this. And then Batman, the animated series. Now, this is what the drawing style looked like for Batman the animated series. It was just something you've never seen before, y'all. I mean, it was 4 great seasons. And then they had also, too, the new adventures of Batman, which I'm currently watching right now. Batman the animated series was off the chain. This is like a special DVD, Batman Year One. Batman Year One, which was written, I think, in the 80s, actually spawned Batman the animated series, which in turn led to the Dark Knight series. Because the Dark Knight series is kind of based on Year One, I believe. I mean, this was just one of the sickest cartoons ever. It won multiple Emmys. The 90s was just full of so many gems, man. Like I say, that's part of the golden era. I mean, Batman right here, this was, if you never watched this, you missing out. You committed a sin. You need to go get Batman the Animated Series, whether you find it on Amazon.com or wherever you find it, but get it. Just get it. And that car on Batman the Animated Series, that's getting bought too. That's right. So along with the Thunder Tank, the Batmobile is, oh my God. I'm talking about the one from the 1992 series, the animated series. Sickest cars I've ever seen. Not the ones you've seen in the movies. Those aren't the ones I'm talking about. Batman animated series had the sickest ride. I mean, the thing was all black, silver rims. It was just so sick, man. It was like a jet plane on wheels, man. So when I come up with my money, Batman the animated series, Batman was getting bought. This is one of the greatest cartoons ever in the 90s. Another great cartoon in the 90s. Strike. No, some of y'all probably don't even know about this one right here. Sky Surfer Strike Force. You know, I was looking through my deals like, whoa, I remember this. I mean, check this out, y'all. This is like an action cartoon where this kid is looking. This guy right here, Surfer One, he's looking for his father, who was captured by this thing called Brainiac. But what he comes to find out in the end is that his father is the villain. He becomes a villain. Of course, he's got is a air enforcer, Sprites, I believe. Oh my God, Sliced Ice. That's her name. Oh my God, I forgot this dude's name. Y'all gotta watch this cartoon. I bought two DVD set. This is like a special. It's got 4 episodes on it. As you can see right here, we've got Titan of Terror, Time Storm, The Ancient City, and then Cyber Magic. So y'all gotta get this. Check this out. I think you might be able to find this Cyber Strike Force on Sky Surfer Strike Force, on Amazon.com. You should be able to find it. This is one of the sickest cartoons from the 90s. And then there's also other cartoons too from the 90s, right? Can't forget Teknoman, Gundam Wing. I'm trying to think what else was out there, y'all. I mean, there was so many great cartoons. Oh my God. Spawn, the animated series. It was a bit graphic, but Spawn was incredible. I know y'all remember Spawn. I'm trying to think what else was in the 90s. Let's see here, y'all. Oh, look, check it out. Ronin Warriors. I mean, 5 great armors. Armor of Wildfire, Armor of Halo, Armor of Hard Rock, Armor of Torrent, Armor of Strata. Check that out, y'all. Ronin Warriors. That was another great cartoon from that. I mean, that cartoon, they were going against the evil dynasty, taking on Talpa, and you had Deus, Kale, Segment, Anubis before he became the Ancient One, Lady Kyra. I mean, cartoons in the 90s were off the chain, y'all. Oh my God, I just get excited thinking about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. The Fantastic Four. Remember I was talking about that? Check that out. Look at that mess. Man, right? So, these posters I'm showing y'all can find on SanusVision.com or SanusVisionShop.com. Oh, can't forget He-Man. Now, we're going to talk about this. He-Man lives twice, right? So, you got the He-Man from the 90s, from the 80s, and then the He-Man from the 2000s. So, you know, another great cartoon right there from the 2000s. From the 90s. So now, let's move on to the 2000s, right? The 2000s was full of a lot of amazing cartoons. Because like I said, the 80s built the 90s. The 90s built the 2000s. And by the time the 2000s came out, all this awesome technology, storylines were changing. You were able to, like, do so many different things. Like, let's start off with the big one, which was a big one in the 90s, in the 2000s. Justice League. You had Justice League, and then they transformed it into Justice League Unlimited. Produced by Dwayne McDuffie, the late, great Dwayne McDuffie. Rest in peace. James Tucker, Bruce Timm. I mean, this was the sickest, one of the sickest. I mean, they literally put every single DC character on the show. It was incredible, man. You had Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter. I mean, y'all, yes, I know y'all are wondering. I have both seasons of Justice League Unlimited. That's right. Come on now. Y'all know I was going to have both seasons. I don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, let's pop open the DVD. So I can let y'all check it out. Look at this thing coming apart. This is how I know this thing is old, y'all. Look what I got. I got. Look, I see 4-disc set. Check that out. Got Batman, Black Cat, Aquaman, Black Canary. You know what I'm saying? You know I ain't playing no games. Look at this. Check that out, y'all. Man, this is one of the sickest cartoons ever, y'all. I mean, it was an incredible cartoon. What was disappointing was when the movie came out, I was like, are you kidding me? This the best y'all could do? Come on, Warner Brothers. They had to step their game up. So, you know, DC and Warner Brothers weren't looking too good, but that wasn't one of their finest moments. But that still doesn't take away from how great this cartoon was. It was so conceptually done well. I mean, the ideas, the storylines, the episodes, everything always joined together. It was a continuous motion, almost like every episode was linked to the other one. I mean, it was very well thought out, y'all. I mean, I was so impressed with Justice League. So Justice League right there. Another great one. E-Man again. So he was in the 80s and he was back in the 2000s. It went for 2 seasons, from 2002 to 2003. 26 episodes in the first season, and I think 13 in the second one. I loved it. I actually ain't gonna lie to y'all. I actually liked it better than the 80s one. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's more of the Japanese style, because with me, I love Japanese style drawing, Japanese style anime, because that's the way I draw. And this cartoon was awesome. Yes, I bought this at Walmart too. I actually had a toy set come with it. I had He-Man and Battle Cat, and I also got Skeletor and Panther. You know, so this is the DVD set. This is a special episode right here. Dragon's Brood right here. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I went old school on y'all with the VHS tape. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't old school if it ain't VHS for real VHS. You know what I'm saying? Now that's old school right there. You know what I mean? And yes, I still have a TV that can play VHS tapes. You doggone right. You know, this is one of the best cartoons ever. By the power of Grayskull, you have Man-at-Arms, Tila, the Sorceress, Mechaneck, Stratos, Buzz-Off, Ram Man, and then of course on the villains side you have Skeletor, Late Evelyn, Trapjaw, Cyclops, Stinkor. I mean, it's just this. I love this cartoon. I've watched probably both seasons maybe 4 or 5 times. It's just something so cool. And I used to love the ending of the episodes where He-Man would tell a story, like telling you how to be good and behave yourself. It was like I think it was like a picker up for kids, man. I really love the whole message thing at the end of every episode. So, you know, this is one of the best 2000 cartoons ever, man. In the 2000s anyway. Avengers. Oh my God. And Avengers stretched from the 2000s all the way to right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this was a movie DVD set. This is Avengers, The Ultimate Avengers. And then this was The Ultimate Avengers 2 with Black Panther as guest starring. And I think what's cool about Avengers, it stretched out to all these episodes, different cartoons. Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes. Avengers Assemble. And I'm sure they're coming out with something else pretty soon. I mean, the movies were incredible. I mean, this universe right here was just so incredible. We've got Iron Man, Black Panther, Captain America, Hulk, Black Widow, Thor, Hawkeye. Of course, Nick Fury brings them all together. You've got a Giant Man, you know what I'm saying? And then Ant-Man. And what a lot of people don't know is Giant Man is Hank Pym, whereas Ant-Man is Scott Lang. You know what I'm saying? So there's separation of state, right? So, you know what I mean? But I mean, this was an incredible cartoon, as y'all can see. Check this out, y'all. Check out the back, y'all. I know y'all have seen that, right? This is the first episode right here. This is the second one right here, where they go to Wakanda. And I think this is where the whole Wakanda concept actually started, because let's first look at the first one, right? Check that out. Look at that thing. That's a classic right there, right? You know what I'm saying? And then the second one is when they go to Wakanda. And I think this DVD set introduced us to the Black Panther, what we came to know as the Great Black Panther movie, which was incredible. 1.4 billion in revenue. That movie was just incredible. And that led to the animated series, the Marvel Black Panther Quest, Avengers Assemble Black Panther Quest. Hopefully, I just want Black Panther to actually get his own ultimate season of series. Not spinning off of anything, but just Black Panther. You know, tell his storyline. We already know, but you can find a way to tell it again. I mean, this was just an incredible cartoon. Avengers is, and then there was also the Avengers where Hank Pym as Giant Man led the Avengers. So you had Hawkeye, Tigra, Wonder Man, Scarlet Witch. And they were going, and their main arch nemesis was Ultron. So you know, it was just incredible, man. The 2000s. You got Hulk. Oh my God, this is both in the 90s and in the 2000s. There was a Hulk cartoon series in the 1990s, just like the action. I was telling y'all about the Action Hour, but this right here is I got this because I thought it was awesome. Hulk versus Wolverine, Hulk versus Thor. And man, he gave both of them a whooping. This is like double dipping, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would check that out, y'all. Look at this. I mean, I haven't seen this in a minute. I gotta go watch this again. You know what I'm saying? I got me the special DVD set. And no, I did not buy this one at Walmart. I think I got this at CVS or something. You know what I mean? Let's check this out, y'all. Look at this, man. I mean, cartoons ain't what they used to be. My receipt's over there falling out. I mean, cartoons ain't what it used to be, man. I mean, look at this, man. I mean, the concepts is what was so incredible. And I think what's missing nowadays is the storylines, man, and the concepts. Because back in the day, those cats didn't have as much technology we do now. Can you imagine if the old school cats had our technology today? Man, Thundercats, Voltron, all these old school cartoons. Oh my God, they'd be off the chain. So, you know, Hulk was another great one. Iron Man. Now, Iron Man has spawned so many different ones. This was a special DVD where it was about Iron Man fighting the Mandarin, who actually wasn't in human form, but it was more in spiritual form. And he has to go to to China. And check out the back, y'all. So it's more of a spirit, right? So he has to stop him. And dealing with all the hard issues Tony Stark used to deal with. This is a sick cartoon. But what's cool about Iron Man is the ultimate Iron Man Avengers, the one with where he's a kid. If you haven't seen that, y'all, oh, you are missing out. That is pretty sick. 2 seasons, I believe. He's got War Machine, his buddy. It's more in like he's a student. This is a kid before he becomes a grown man. And he spends the whole time trying to fight the Mandarin, who actually turns out to be one of their classmates. But this cartoon right here, oh my God, Iron Man. This is so sick. Iron Man, the movie itself is what spawned all the other Avengers type movies and any other animated series that came over. I mean, this cartoon, if you haven't seen it, I think you can find it on Amazon.com. But I don't know if it's available on YouTube. But if you've never seen this, you gotta watch this, y'all. Let's check this out, y'all. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Yes, I always keep my receipts. You know what I'm saying? It's old school right here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the sickest cartoons that was made in the 2000s. Doctor Strange. Look at this. Check this out. Another great cartoon spawned. I mean, cartoons were just off the chain back then, y'all. I mean, check this out. You know, it's just one of those deals where you're like, man, and this was kind of the storyline for the Doctor Strange movie itself too. This was pretty good, y'all. If you've never seen this, if you've never checked it out, you should go watch it. It's the same storyline. Yes, he burns his hands, he gets into the accident, then he goes to Tibet, yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff, right? But it's an animation version. That's what makes it cool. And let's check it out, y'all. Look at this, Doctor Strange. Look at this, y'all. Man, as you can see, look at this, all this. And I thought Marvel was gonna keep going, so they got Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Avengers 1, Avengers 2. So I was wondering maybe they're gonna do Black Panther, you know, all these other cartoons, maybe do a Captain America one, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, now they can do a Black Widow one for sure, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Doctor Strange, that was another great cartoon. Let's see here. Then, of course, you've got Superman, Doomsday. Doomsday kills Superman. Doomsday lands on Earth. In this DVD special that I'm holding right here, he lands on Earth. He's sort of a mechanical robot that was created by these aliens, and he comes to Earth, automatically sees Superman, and wants to destroy the place, but Superman has to stop him, and doesn't work out too well for Superman. You know what I mean? So Superman dies, and then he has to be resurrected back. But if you've never seen this, y'all, man, you can probably get it on Amazon.com. And I don't know if it's available on YouTube, but maybe it is. You never know. Let's check it out, y'all. Look at this. Man, cartoons, man. I love me some cartoons. So, you know, and I'm going to also actually do some honorable mentions, too, because if I don't have the DVD, I definitely got a poster. You know, you got, you can look at, I know y'all remember Megaman. Now, Megaman was sick. Super fighting robot, Megaman. Look at Sonic the Hedgehog. It's getting that chili dog, you know what I'm saying? That was another great cartoon. Dragon Ball Z. That's right. See all these posters I'm showing y'all, they're available on sciencefictionshop.com or sciencefiction.com. I mean, it's just sick, man. And then the Turtles. Man, the Turtles has been in every decade. 90s, 80s, 2000s, 2010s, 2021s, now we're going into. Let me see what else I got in here, y'all, for y'all. Man, there's all kinds of cool stuff up in here. Of course, you got Young Justice. You got Aqualad, who now becomes Aquaman on Young Justice. And then you've got Nightwing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, man. You know what? Now, speaking of those two, shoot. I might as well break out the Young Justice poster on y'all. Y'all want to go to sciencefiction.com and get this bad boy. Look at this mess right here, y'all. Young Justice, baby. That's right. I got everybody and their godmother up in there. You know what I mean? So, you know, and now for the future of animation, right? My creation, Karjakz for Assassins. This guy is going to take the world by storm. I've been working on this project for a long time. The first book is coming. It's going to be an incredible storyline. So let's just recap the characters again, you know, because the last few episodes we've been talking about, these are the heroes right here, the Karjakz, right? Check that out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's check out the villains, the assassins, right? You know, so, you know, I mean, all these different cartoons I watched growing up, Iron Man, Teknoman, Gundam Wing. I was really influenced by all those cartoons, and that's what led to my creation. And I wanted characters that were ordinary but could do extraordinary things. I mean, look at the gear that I got on this Karjakz for Assassins. This is a all-star t-shirt. It's got Iron Man, Megaman, Karjakz for Assassins. Y'all can see, you know what I'm saying? And then check this out, y'all. A laptop case, y'all. Look at this. See? And it zips up too. And it's waterproof. So you know. And the cool thing about our laptop case is it's got my characters, the classic Karjakz Assassins version 1, Karjakz Assassins version 5. And they're waterproof. You can get this on sciencefictionshop.com. So, you know, this is my goal right here. Not only to have a comic book, but to have a great animation series. So to be inspired by all these different cartoons I love, Avengers, X-Men, Gargoyles, as I stated before. So, you know, that's where we're going. That's the future. That's what we're planning on doing. And y'all look out for this, man, because it's coming. As I stated before, the first official Karjakz Assassins comic book is coming out soon, y'all. It's almost done. It's going to be something to behold. It's going to be a titan, y'all. So I want to thank y'all for listening. Today's podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Agboke. Please check out our podcast wherever you listen, whether it's Amazon, Desert, Spotify, Apple. You can also do our website at sciencefictionshop.com. Please check out our website, sciencefictionshop.com or sciencefiction.com. And please subscribe to our podcast, like I stated before. Amazon, Desert, Spotify, Apple, Desert, and you can also listen to it on our website, sciencefictionshop.com. Please follow our social media platforms at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all at Science Vision. And please don't forget to give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. As always, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week, y'all. Stay safe. Peace.